Chapter 26, New York City, May 4th, 2016, late afternoon. The dominoes fell quickly. On March 15th, the Ides, Senator Marco Rubio dropped out of the race, but not before saying, "Donald Trump will not make America great. He'll make America orange." "Are you making fun of my tan?" The senator was apparently miffed that Trump had said Rubio had the biggest ears I've ever seen. Well, he does. I've never seen such big ears. He looks like Dumbo. It's Senator Dumbo Rubio. Then Ted Cruz and John Kasich left the contest on May 3rd and 4th, respectively. The Cruz departure was especially bitter, angry over the fact that Trump had linked his father, Rafael Cruz, to Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who murdered President Kennedy. Senator Cruz held a press conference where he brutally attacked Donald Trump. Here's a brief sample. Whatever lies he's telling, in that minute, he believes it. "I don't lie. Unlike you, lying Ted Cruz. The man is utterly immoral, says you. Donald is a bully. No, you're a bully. Bullies don't come from strength. They come from weakness. Whatever." Nevertheless, shortly after Cruz packed it in, Donald Trump said this: "I want to congratulate Ted. I know how tough it is. I had some moments where it was not looking so good. And it's not a great feeling. So I know how Ted feels. And Heidi, and their whole beautiful family." As the winner, Trump had turned magnanimous. He had created chaos and appended traditional campaigning. But now was the time to be conciliatory. Donald Trump fully realized he needed to win Texas, Florida, and Ohio in order to become president. That meant he'd have to court Cruz, Rubio, and Kasich. You do what you have to do. Mr. Trump appeared on my program the evening of May 4th to talk about it. "So, I'm a bit confused. Once it was lying Ted, now he's a smart, tough guy. What happened?" "Well, I want to be gracious. And he was a good competitor. He was a very strong competitor, and it worked out. We had a tremendous victory. He competed really hard and tough. I respect that." "He really gave it to you yesterday." "I know. He said some things, and made up some things. But I understand it. It's not easy." "So, you won the battle, and you're releasing the prisoners. Would you consider Ted Cruz in your administration?" "Well, he's certainly a capable guy, so it's something we can think about. It's a little too soon to think about it too much." "Kasich dropped out today. Did you talk to John?" "I have not. I have a good relationship with him. He's somebody that I've gotten along with during the debates. During intermission, I would always seem to be talking with John. Marco Rubio is now saying good things about you. We thought he might be out in the sun too much. It's hot in Miami. You've got to win Florida. Would you consider Rubio for vice president?" "I don't want to talk too much about that, Bill. I am considering a number of people, and I would certainly consider him. Marco and I have gotten along very well." "Would the campaign slogan be Big Don and Little Marco?" "I think it would be Vote to Make America Great Again. Maybe we'll go that way." If history is any indicator, the Clinton campaign will go after you through surrogates. Move on. Those kinds of sleazy websites are going to tear you up. How are you going to respond? "I'll be able to figure it out with Hillary. It depends on where she's coming from. But if she wants to go low road, I'm fine with that. And if she wants to go high road, which is what I prefer, I would be fine with that." "You're fine with the low road? Most people don't want to go the low road." "No, I can handle the low road, if I have to do it. I mean, we've had some low roads over the last few months." That Q&A was instructive on a number of fronts. First, Donald Trump's campaign against Hillary Clinton would feature many detours onto the low road, with the crooked Hillary and lock her up stuff. That was mostly in response to Clinton-generated allegations of misconduct against Trump. Second, once he emerged victorious, Donald Trump was quick to forgive his competition. That's true. The past is not important to Trump. No, it's not. Winning in the future is. That's what's important. Winning in the future. That is important to me. He can forge positive relationships with people who have damaged him, if he ultimately prevails, which I always do. But there are some people like Jeb Bush, John McCain, and Megyn Kelly who were not forgiven, and vice versa. They don't deserve it. Finally, I have interviewed and spoken with Donald Trump scores of times. He sometimes exaggerates and often overstates, but he's never said a calculated untruth to me. The media theme that Trump lies is based mainly on spontaneous statements that roll off his tongue when he is not concentrating, which is much of the time. Don't judge me. The important thing to absorb is you really want to understand Donald Trump, and how he achieved power is that he is a disruptor, a man with a plan, and that plan is almost always to embrace mayhem as a vehicle to getting what he wants. You have to do what you have to do. That's what the Rafael Cruz Oswald thing was all about. Say anything to disrupt your competition, in this case, Ted Cruz. Distract him, wear him down emotionally. Donald Trump plays the hardest of ball while in the political and business arenas. That's what I do, and that's how I win. Once he gets what he wants, victory, he'll label the vanquished great or whatever. Other presidents like Franklin Roosevelt and Lyndon Johnson were disruptors as well. They just kept quiet about it. They had others inject the chaos. I see. Trump is incapable of being quiet. I can't be quiet. I just have to say something, and as loud as I possibly can. His strategy is smash mouth and hand to hand. Those tactics, including the loaded speech technique, have worked for him, and he crafts his behavior by believing that the end justifies the means. An old cliche, but one that is alive and well in contemporary America. Rationalization has become a national pastime. No American can escape it. Nope. As with most human beings, Donald Trump will sometimes consciously mislead for convenience or to protect himself. But as you saw with the low road comments, if you ask him a straight question, you'll usually get a straight answer. That's how it is. Trump is not a precise orator, and he absolutely enjoys embellishment. So Americans can decide about the lie accusation as well as the morality of his competitive tactics, which are on vivid display. One thing is certain, Trump does not disguise who he is or what he does. And in November 2016, Americans did decide by electing Donald J. Trump president. The American people have spoken. They love me. That's how I got elected. What can I say? The American people really do love me. But before the monumental occurrence, many strange days would unfold. The Doors had nothing on Donald Trump, who was now ready to state his case at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. But on the way there, the national media had a surprise for the candidate, an unpleasant surprise. To be continued.